Yeah, right, Dad. Yeah.
Hey, this is awesome.
So I may have to not allow them to comment.
Yeah.
On that shit.
Certain people can be blocked.
Yeah, you can do that.
Certain people, your children can be blocked.
I will. I don't have any trouble with that. I'll just fucking unfriend them if I need to.
Hey.
That's awkward dinner.
Yeah. So, by the way, kids, remember the day I killed Santa Claus? This is kind of similar. I'm blocking you all on Facebook. You are no longer allowed to be my Facebook friend. Not because you suck as people, but just because.
What an asshole, right? And I'm like, John, come over. But sit and watch in the corner, right? No.
Where did Danielle go?
They went to get something to eat, I guess.
Did they really?
They went to go get a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because they were saying, hey, I need a Red Bull. And, oh, well, they'll have some there. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, they have a bar. I was like, okay, I don't remember that. But go ahead.
Our bar staff is usually more professional.
Are we on? Is this thing on?
Everything is recording.
Everything is recording.
The mic is on.
We are recording and
Say
live.
something. I'm over here.
I haven't even done the introduction yet. Calm down, man.
I'm over
Well, let's do that.
What's your preferred noun, Jeff or Max?
Max.
So we go-
why would it be?
So Max.
Yeah, it's always going to be Max.
Max.
If we're,
Just looking at that.
as long as we're talking about comedy, it's always Max.
Understand.
Or Maxwell.
Maximilian?
So
I don't know about Maximilian. I like Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Maximilian. That's a little fucking weird. Little like trillionaire or something. What was that guy? Trillionaire. I don't know. I wanna be a baby. So freaking bad. Are we allowed
That's,
to
Bruno
cuss
Mars.
You're
on
just
this podcast?
younger than all of us. We don't know the music you're talking about,
I
man.
know. I'm totally young.
I'm like
Such a kid.
35, sweetie.
All right.
I'm about to be 40.
Really hip at the times.
I'm going to do the intro, introduce everybody, and then
hey, where's the
the conversation is open.
little Asian boy?
Little Asian boy?
Oh boy.
The little Asian boy is
about to say,
in the
what-
cage.
What kind of budget do you think I have here?
We've got him in the cage in the back. We will be bringing him out for entertainment later.
Him,
You weren't
Mistress
supposed to-
Susan, and the
yes.
flying...
Yes, and the bearded lady was back there as well, I believe.
We also have a flying walrus.
Okay, Mario wants me to go live so I can invite people to the show.
Yeah, do that.
And do it during the
I think we're past
podcast.
the introduction now.
Yeah,
We're just in
it
it.
was,
Alright, so we're not. Why? Well, then fucking thing.
Yeah.
This is like the way they used to kidnap sailors for the British Army or the Navy. They would just get them drunk in the bar, and then they wake up on the boat, and it's like, you're done now, boy.
yeah,
It's,
you're in the Army now, or in the Navy now, whatever it is.
they were playing
That's probably what it was.
Goodwill Hunting or whatever downstairs.
I love that movie.
Old Robin Williams.
Such a
bit.
great movie. Goodwill
How'd you
Hunting.
like your rum drink, boy?
What was that practice called?
Shanghai?
Shanghai. There we go. Shanghai Nights. There was a trilogy based on that.
Was there?
Loosely.
Loosely, yeah.
Not necessarily. I mean, like they brushed across the idea, like, oh yeah, we kind of
The concept of the sequel is
It's live,
very
but nobody's watching.
ephemeral.
nobody's watching yet.
Hold on.
Very
I'm just
vapid.
watching.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Well, give me just a moment. Let's wait for people to join in.
No,
You guys
I mean,
keep
but
talking.
they can still.
Well,
they
we can
still,
talk.
I'm
Like
gonna
they can
switch
still
it
watch
in
you
a
from the
minute.
beginning, even
Oh,
if
yeah.
nobody's watching.
True.
No.
But
The last time I saw her doing
we
this,
got one
we were at a
person.
house bar
Arturo
in San
Rojas
Antonio,
is with us.
and she was
Hey guys.
enamored.
So,
Enamored. El Valle.
oh, almost shut your face. Things that you know nothing about, John Thomas. Hey, we are live
I
here
love
at
that she's
Cine El
doing the
Rey,
live streaming and talking
and I'm
into the
talking into the
microphone.
podcast.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're doing a podcast right now for the show.
So professional.
What was that we were saying
I'm
earlier
out here on the street.
Let me show you who's on the
Real sex, take one.
2018 funniest in the RGB, Freddy G.
Where's
Will be on
that?
the bill.
Oh yeah, that
Freddy
was,
G.
Alright, that's me.
I'm gonna be your host. They're the people that are so. Well, okay, John's here. He's not even in the show, but he's
You need to make
I'm
sure
just
you,
hosting this
you
podcast.
enunciate.
He's just trying to host this, desperately trying to host a podcast.
Not that desperate.
Not that desperate. Hey, how are y'all?
on the show tonight. Come out. He's got
Come
a
out. I'm
fantastic
so
fucking story
funny.
to tell you.
I have such funny things to tell you, but you gotta be here.
And he has great hair.
Yeah, I definitely have great hair. There are several of us at this table with
You guys,
great
you all three have
hair.
the same stylist?
Yes,
Yeah.
me, myself, and I. I mean, at least we have heads that are capable of taking baldness, because
Yeah.
there are certain people that should never be bald.
I am one of those.
Yeah.
You are one of those?
Yeah.
Like,
You-
never
you-
be bald?
Never. Dude,
Never.
I have a huge dome.
Oh, dude, you would look like some kind of fucking medieval fucking villain and shit, especially if you had that fucking beard with bald. You'd be, oh, dude, that'd be
It's-
wicked.
It's
in
a
that
wicked
tattoo,
as
bro,
fuck.
You would look like a
His
fucking.
name is John Thomas.
Super John
It's a
Thomas.
pain,
Yeah,
bro.
anytime you go by
You would-
first
you
I
would
and
was just
like
thinking
middle
right now. You
name,
used to have
you
the
are
top
a villain
knot
of
with the
some
little
kind.
samurai. Now you're going for the Viking
Absolutely.
cut.
That's
I'm
not a
trying
first
to
and
stay
middle
young.
name, though. That's the
Look,
first
I'm just
and
saying,
last
when are you
name.
going to start
It's not
drinking?
working.
Aren't you like 19?
And you can just call me Max.
Yes.
You don't have to
Yeah,
say
that's-
Max Richards
That's what
every
the streets
time.
say, then yeah.
Do you? Okay.
I'm going to be constantly tagging you. Max Richards.
That's perfect. And that's fine. Tag me as much as you can. In anything. Whatever.
1 second, sir.
Well, maybe
And
not anything.
Finally, Danielle Torres is here. She's going to be on the show tonight. Put it down. Fly over, please.
Come fly.
Yeah,
No
we
way.
to invite you all to come out to our show.
Please come.
Yes, $10 at the door.
Please come.
Actually, you know what? Comment
I
on
feel
it.
like a host saying that.
Yeah, you're not the first man to mutter that at me.
Yeah, 5 people. Comment on this.
Yes, comment.
VIP table.
Comment.
Oh shoot, I just shut off my phone.
That's me. That wasn't you. That was me. I promise. That was me. I have that effect. I have that effect on cameras and
The elderly and
I just
technology.
turned them
It's always fun
completely
to
off.
watch.
I know, right? It sucks. Sean,
Give it
Content is king. I understand.
how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. The vodka's good tonight.
The vodka's good tonight. I don't drink anymore. I actually definitely have an allergy now.
Me too. I don't have an allergy.
And it's not like like I get physically sick and throw up after a couple of sips.
I've heard similar stories.
So I can't, yeah.
Now this is
Yeah.
after
The last 3 times this has
This is
happened.
after the trip.
This is after the trip. For sure. Oh, and that's another thing. Like, apparently you're able to basically control what happens in your trip. Like, if you want to quit smoking or you want to quit doing whatever drug or, whatever, it's possible that you can actually stop doing that if that's what your focus is going in. That's why I want to do it again. Because I had no focus. I had no idea what was going to happen. And then I could have
heard any
I could have never
reports or-
explained it. Like, I could have never imagined what actually it was.
Oh, I have a question.
DMT is
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Is that like just acid?
No.
So like
DMT
mega
is
I was
fizz
about to say, I don't know
DMT is in
What's the difference? Like
it's in
LSD?
everything that
It's in plants.
you can see and touch. Everybody here has DMT in them. When you are born, DMT is released. When you die, DMT is released. So when you're born, it's probably a pretty fucking fantastic experience, like you can't even imagine. And dying
basically black out.
might be the same thing.
during birth. Like that's just a hardcore party. We totally black out during birth. We don't remember.
Is that what that is?
I'm just
I
wondering.
mean, it's
You
very
come
possible.
to with a slap in the ass.
But-
It's great.
But the
And
difference,
it's just like life.
so
That's preparing
it's
you.
found in like a
Well,
South
There's
American
also
tree
the
bark.
possibility that it's
Yeah.
released in the mother as she's giving birth, because there's reports from DMT about.
I, as a mother, have given birth, and that was not a euphoric
No,
experience.
no euphoria
Well,
whatsoever.
I-
Said
No,
by a man. You
that
have
statement was
just-
based on.
No,
and
there
it's
was
a
no
water
euphoria
and there's
whatsoever.
blood
I
and
was in
it's tearing
stirrups.
and I'm screaming
They had
and
one leg going
you
east,
remember
one
the-
leg
the
going
pain.
west.
Through the
The
whole
doctor's
thing,
like
that-
Johnny
You know what?
Bench.
It
He's
might
just
be
fucking
in
right
that
there,
moment when
just waiting to catch this baby. Yeah,
you hold
Terrible.
the baby, and you're like, oh, great,
it's
maybe
not
that-
euphoric for anybody.
Is there like a little bit of
for
resentment
the father or
when you're
the,
holding
or the
them?
mother?
Well, there are reports of DMT that are nothing
Yes.
euphoric about it. Scared the shit out of you type
It
of
is a little bit like, how
don't get it
dare
twisted.
you?
If you're
I
not
come out and you
ready
look like your
for
father.
it,
I saw that shit I just
you're
went
not
through.
ready for
Yeah,
it.
that's.
If that makes sense, like,
there.
because it was so instantaneous. There used to be a method where you would take 3 hits, and you had to iron lung all 3 of these hits. Like, pull it in for 10 seconds, and then hold. Don't cough, because if you cough, you would mess it up. All right?
So you smoke it?
Yeah. So,
And nobody has none of this here right now, right?
no, but
It is very legal.
No,
I
it-
may be able to walk out the theater walking straight. You know.
Well,
maybe
as Jeff pointed out, it's
maybe-
in the body.
So
about
we
right
do
here in
have
your
it.
pineal
We just
gland.
don't have it accessible
Yep.
right now. It's inside of all of us. Anyhow, Joe Rogan talks a lot
Yeah.
DMT.
Yeah.
He's done multiple
I've
YouTube
seen the interviews
broadcasts.
with
I'm
McKenna. Dennis McKenna, I think.
I'm
He's
pretty sure.
Yeah, he went on a whole trip. Well, I mean, talking about it, I saw that episode.
Well,
But
he's
even
the
when
one that took too much mushrooms down in Mexico and
Yeah.
wound up in a tree for a couple of days.
yeah.
Yeah. As you do
Oh,
when you
the
take
tree.
too many mushrooms. Sometimes you wind
Trees
up
are
in a
nice.
tree.
Yeah.
But no, anyhow, so I went into the DMT trip not having any real expectations. Right? I was tripping on acid. I was on 2 hits already.
Now, did you know you were going to have take the DMT?
When I took it, yeah, I knew I was.
Oh,
Like,
like
I didn't
before you went to
plan
this party, that's
to
how you were
take
gonna
it.
get
Like
down.
I don't plan like that. I don't go, hey, you know what? Maybe
After-
I'll take DMT tonight. I'm like, hey,
I think you should.
there's
plan for these
DMT
things,
here at this
carry
party.
I do.
I think I'm gonna
That's
take
a pair
it.
of underwear.
Okay, 'cause-
Shit happens.
After 2 hits of acid, I don't think
Like
you plan
2
a
hits
lot.
of acid
No.
is already like you're up here.
That was as far as you
Yeah.
planned.
That's
Okay.
as far as I got with my planning process.
Get the
But I did finally, you know, during this acid trip,
Leave it to her
the
Dick
person I was
Marston.
tripping with had DMT, and was like, "Hey, you want to do some DMT?" And I
Shove
was
his
like,
back chest
"Fuck
out.
yeah, I want to do some DMT." So we did some DMT. It's only 1 hit now. It's like a 1-hit process. You still have to iron lung it. You still shouldn't cough. So
know which type of DMT, what the diet,
the,
the 5-methyloxy.
You
I
smoke
don't.
it?
You smoke it.
Smoke it.
Yeah. Anyhow, so
Briskets.
One-
It's
no,
hippie
brisket.
crack is what it is.
yes, it's
hippie
like
crack.
a
I like
brisket.
it. I
Very
have a
similar.
hip in
You
me.
smoke it.
I have
Yeah.
anxiety.
Anxiety?
We all do, but yeah.
Well,
I
of
have
course.
weird
Yeah, I have
issues
super
with- yeah.
horrible.
I know 2 hits of
Anxiety.
acid and
Yeah.
DMT. Yeah.
Anyhow,
Clearly.
so I was not prepared for what was going to happen. All right.
That was awesome.
That's the
obvious,
best
yes.
way to put what happened. So I
was
take the
not
hit, and I did it perfect. Like I wanted to fucking have a DMT trip. I had tried 2 times before, a long time ago, and it was 3 hits, and I coughed.
There
like I said,
it is. That's too
if you-
complicated for me.
If you cough, you don't get off. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Go on, baby.
So I didn't cough. I immediately lay back, right? And I'm just laying there, and then they said 2 seconds passed, and I fucking popped the fuck up. All right, for me, that 2 seconds felt like about a day and a half.
Oh shit.
All right,
Okay.
that 2 seconds I was off in nothingness, like absolute nothingness. Good for you. Hey, go fuck yourself too.
You threw the finger.
I did.
He did.
He did. He inferred. He
Get it.
inferred. He
He
did
did
it.
it.
He
I was
started
like,
it.
and it was a double.
He started it, Mom.
Danielle, total bomb. It was a double.
So,
Just like those acid hits. It was a double.
to me, it was like an eternity, and to them, it was 2 seconds. And I had pulled the covers over my head, and I, like, shot the fuck up like this. And it, to me, what it felt like was happening is words were coming out of my mouth. They thought I was going to throw up. Words were coming out of my mouth, and it was super fucking intense. Every shape, color, size, dimension. I could taste color. I could, like, it was fucking crazy, right? So I pull the covers off of my head and I peek into the room and I see everybody there and I realize that I'm alright, so I just fucking throw it back over and I lay back down and go into it. And that's when Chester Cheetah and Jimi Hendrix combined start talking to me. It's one voice, sounds like those two combined. It's all orange, like everything is fucking orange at this time. And it's telling me it's okay to be electric if you're Richard. At some point during this time, I pull my shirt up over my head like Beavis and Butthead. I am fucking me TP for bunghole with my shirt up over my head, Cornholio or whatever that is.
Cornholio.
I come out of it kind of and I meowed at everybody in the room. I don't recall meowing at anybody, but 4 people told me I fucking meowed, so I probably meowed. Alright? Weird, right? But cats are attracted to me now. Like,
I heard you saying that downstairs.
And like there's this like weird disco beat now. Like Wally's saying it's okay to be electric if you're Richard. And then he's like, it's like black people say stupid, but that's not like a bad word. Like it's 2 O's, stupid, and like this voice is saying if you're stupid, you know, like not in a bad way, but like 70s type disco type shit. Really fucking weird. Ever since then, like I said, cats are attracted to me. Like all the time. 2 of them are sitting in my yard right now. One looks like McGonagall. The other one looks like Cheshire Cat. You know McGonagall, like the cat, when she changes into the cat. Everybody.
Now, any chance that this will work with women instead of cats?
Oh,
Pussy might.
It does.
Cats might be.
It does. Because I've had 3 women meow at me in the past 6 months.
Hey.
All right?
4.
And it's just like, meow. And I have actually had probably, I don't know, about 12 to 15 different chicks in the past 6 months. And I'm a young, old man who does not get to pull that many chicks at any time. So it's like, what basically happened is, I think a switch got flipped. You know what I'm saying?
He came out of this and had a pimp stroll, is what it sounds like. Look at that name. Max
when you're
Richards. Like sliding into your...
pretty much gone.
No, I'm still insecure as fuck about everything but my comedy. Everything but my
that's
comedy.
all you
No,
fucking
but you gotta be exuding this
because it
confidence.
trickles down from there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I honestly think what I exude is
Got a
I'm
pimp
not
stroll,
trying to
you listen
impress
to that
you,
disco beat in
and
your
women
head.
don't want a guy that tries to impress them anymore. They want the guy that doesn't pay attention to them.
No, negative.
And see,
Again, here's a
you
man
may
talking
be
about
the
something a
only
man don't know about.
one.
A man,
that-
if you all knew
dude,
what
I
men,
promise
women
you,
wanted, y'all
any-
wouldn't be divorced. I'm
Girl,
just saying.
women are fucking ridiculous, all right? Y'all are all ridiculous,
We can
and
get
that
into
is
it.
why.
Now,
That is
I'll
why.
break it down.
That is
I'm not-
totally why.
Listen, I have been
I
married 6
enjoy
times.
being
I'm
single,
a fucking expert
because
on this
This
shit.
is gonna
okay?
be their
She
show
says she's
tonight.
an
They're gonna do
expert.
this on stage tonight.
She's been married
here.
6 times.
Fuck yeah.
That does not make you an expert. That makes you a loser. Fucking
That
5
makes me fucking
times.
popular.
Or 6
That's what
times
that
you
makes
have
me.
been a loser.
Fuck you. How about that? That
You
makes
have
me
lost
fucking popular.
6 documented
Look, all I'm gonna
times.
say
Like
is
it
only
is
one
on
bitch ever
paper.
wanted to marry
You know, at least when you
6
lose
men
in
love
Little
this
League,
nigga.
there
They
is
put
no
a ring
documentation
on it,
of your
okay? I
loss,
just
all
wanted to
right?
say
Except
that
for
out there,
maybe the
bitch.
scorekeeper's log, but that's not
Okay,
going to be
maybe
kept
2
for
other
very
guys
long.
marry me
But
for
a divorce
papers.
document,
I'm not
that is a
saying that he
huge
was always
loss,
wrong.
right? That is a fucking big L for everybody involved.
Each other?
Yes.
You know what? I am actually his ride home.
Yes, you go right home.
So he's being
I
really
may be
great
stuck
right
in
now.
fucking. I may be stuck with some
Motherfucker wanna
random
ride
chick
in the
that
back
meows
of
at
the
me
truck.
later on. You know?
Night's young.
If I do get meowed at, I am banging her.
I'm
That's
like,
pretty
in the
much
back of the
almost a
truck, there's plenty
guarantee.
of
If she
room.
meows
I
at
believe
me,
I
I'm
carry
gonna fuck her.
condoms with
Like,
me for.
and my
you
new
know,
motto is, if I
parental
can get it up, I'm
intervention.
putting it in. You know. So it's not even about types anymore. It's just about. If you turn me
Herpes.
on, I'm going
That's
to
what that's
fucking
about.
put it inside of you.
Dang, this is. I love that he's like,
prevent an
I like
unplanned
rape.
pregnancy.
he's all.
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I mean, don't get me wrong, the fantasy rape, I definitely am all about that. Like, if I could just walk in and
being
be like,
recorded,
you
I'm gonna be
fucking
quiet.
whore! Why? And she loves it. That's the type that's cool, you know?
Oh, he hit me.
Do it again.
Oh my
Fuck.
goodness.
Hey, everybody, I'm Max Richards. This is, this is,
So, Max,
yes.
the small Asian boy.
He is in a cage.
No,
No, he's
the one he asked
I
about
know,
earlier.
I knew exactly who he was talking about. I just figured that I would say he's in a cage, and we're bringing him out later. But yeah, I knew who you were talking
Freddie
about.
thought he was
But
funny.
yes,
earlier.
how are you, man?
Pretty good.
We've met before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Once, Corpus.
Okay, I thought we met here.
Well, I mean, we might have run into each other maybe also, but I think the first.
Did you fucking do it intentionally? Did you bump into me? Is that what you're saying right
I
now?
don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And we
I believe
remember.
we were all
we,
at an
we've
open
never
mic
met,
at,
right?
No,
back when it
no,
was
we
still,
never.
Requested you
Back when
once
everybody
to
was
go- we
together
wanted to go in-
and happy and
I mean, I don't want
harmonious,
to be
and
negative,
we loved
right?
each
But
other.
I think you denied me one.
You're
You
romantic,
looked a
aren't
little
you,
bit
Max?
like
I
a profile
was.
picture from
And
And
POF.
then I got married.
And I had just found the current love of my life
Please.
and was not accepting any other male suitors
And
at the
the,
time.
the marriage.
But now
thrill
that I
is
know-
gone.
Requested you on
The
Facebook,
thrill is
though.
gone.
Well, but it's easy to find my picture.
Just screws up everything.
Come on, a lot of men
life
want
is
these goodies,
long,
Freddie.
and
I'm so
adventures
sorry
are
I
multiple.
denied you. But now that I know that
They
we can
are.
get along on a platonic level,
And her divorce decrees
you know,
are
we can
She's
get
got
down. It's
6
good.
of them.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm very
some
happy to
people
meet
are
you.
going
I've
for
been a
high
big
score.
fan of Sonia's.
6 losses.
I've been a fan of Sonia's too. She's not a fan of me, but I'm a fan of her.
Shut up. I love you, dude.
You know, women should always play hard to get. You know, that's all
Oh,
I'm saying.
Jesus.
No, I want
Fucking
people to be my
crackers,
fans. There's
man.
nothing hard
No,
about
why?
that. Do
Why
it.
should they always
Are
play
you
hard
his
to
fan?
get?
I think is the.
Yeah, he's
But
my
you know what the
friend.
problem
I like
is?
him.
When they're sometimes when they're too hard to
He's
get,
my
and you
friend,
finally
I
get
like
them, you don't
him.
want them anymore because it's
Yes,
too much
dude,
fucking
you're
work.
fucking awesome. I
Like,
got
it's
you
too
food
much.
that one time.
There's
It's
like
too much. I could just.
Damn.
Streams of
I'm
conversation.
hungry.
There's a lot of hungry. I'm hungry too.
Right now.
Definitely
He's like,
It's
starving.
Dollar hot dogs.
Suerte is what I was
Suerte.
thinking.
Yeah.
Suerte fucking
not
tacos.
bad.
you said
Tacos. They've got
taco.
those street tacos.
They
They're pretty
do.
good.
Today's dollar Mexican hot
That's
dogs.
I was gonna get.
Mexican
Oh
hot
yeah, but
dogs.
we ended up here first. Actually,
Talking
what
about
happened
once.
was
We'll just
we
wait. Hold on.
we're coming in. We missed our turn, and then we ran into the McAllen PD doing their job and a quite fine job. And we decided just to bust a U and get here right away.
Oh.
Not that we were carrying anything illegal or we were doing anything illegal.
What?
What was McAllen PD doing?
They were pulling somebody
What are we
over,
discussing?
and
Oh, you made it seem like they had like a stop where they're like everybody's being pulled
Oh, no,
over.
no,
I'm
no,
all,
no.
I need to ride home.
yeah, no,
I need a fucking ride home. You don't understand,
I
Roy.
get it.
You're in my joke already. I wrote about this morning, and did you see my? You weren't awake, were you?
Oh, no, I don't think
Yeah, I'll tell you later. It's, I had to take care of a ticket today, and yeah, like I paid it off. No.
Oh shit.
Okay, sorry. Did you just shit?
No, I'm just shitting because
That'd be a
35
first
is
time for the
old.
podcast.
You know,
Quality material.
35 feels pretty old.
So I
I was
guess
gonna say you're 35 now. You're getting all kinds of meows and shit.
Getting meows, it's not bad. It's not
35.
bad.
so. I'm guessing that was a no on the
So
Hey.
this also could be called "How Men Lie" podcast.
Oh,
you know.
women don't lie. They put on. You know, we could go over Chris Rock's whole fucking routine if we wanted to about the makeup, the
Listen,
heels, the
men want
push-up
us to
bra,
You
the
men want us
Spanx,
to lie.
the
Anytime
all
you
things
ask-
that
the
men
whole-
try to
What was
force
this
on
about
us.
men not
after
understanding
sex,
women?
How was it? Y'all want
Huh?
us to lie.
I believe
None of you all
women might
want
have a
one
bit
of
of
my
an ignorant
favorite
None
gap.
of you want the
is
truth.
An
from
anger
Dale Hewley when he
Ignorance gap.
said that
An ignorance gap. What does that
the
mean?
reason that
We
women
don't understand
lie.
you. You don't
Oh,
understand
okay,
us on
okay.
the
Well, I mean,
finer
there's
points of
definitely a certain point where we don't understand what they're doing.
Men
and
come
they
on,
don't
bad
no,
for
know
our
what
podcast
we're
Please
doing.
listeners.
admit that shit.
What are the
Women come
podcast
from
listeners
fucking
listening
world.
to?
No, they
right
can
now?
choose which conversation they want to follow. That's how.
It's like a choose your own
Cannot
adventure
understand
right
either.
here.
Yeah.
We've got the what? All right,
I'll work some audio magic and put like that on the left side and this on the right.
Sean. Sean, you should have a modicum of fucking control here and
Oh, fuck
get
no.
this shit in order.
I call the
have
podcast the
ADHD.
Comics Table
That
purely
DMT
to
story
comics
took
study.
30
introduce
minutes.
straight off the fact that there
I-
will be chaos.
It
There will
splintered
be,
off there
mass
to
chaos.
children in
Dogs
sunshine
and
at some
cats.
point.
Created
Did
chaos.
you talk about
Chaos,
euphoria
hopefully.
during childbirth? I think
No.
that's where that
Yeah,
Somebody
well,
might write
that's
some
where that
jokes at
came
this
sorry.
table.
What?
I heard birthday party. Is that no?
Say it's your birthday. It was my birthday last week.
Happy
Happy
belated
belated
birthday,
birthday.
bro.
35.
Last Thursday, turned 35.
Oh yeah, I didn't say happy birthday because I didn't know who to fucking say it to.
Yeah,
I was like, "Hey man." Or I
it's
might have
totally
said,
cool. Like, you know,
I might have just said. Happy
I made it through the day.
I don't
one
think
way or
so.
the other.
I don't think so.
One way or the other, I made it through the day.
Girl,
I
there was
knew
DMT available.
your
I made
heart
it
was
through.
available to me, and that's all that mattered. That's all that
Oh,
mattered.
see?
But
You're romantic. You really
I'm
Impact.
just a romantic.
Fucking. Oh, me
I'm
too,
a
man.
romantical.
Me too.
Except for I'm not at all. I'm just
Oh,
like an
shit.
asshole.
Take back my
Larry,
high
just
five.
over there observing. Man. Get in this conversation.
It's the fly on the wall on this podcast.
There's love going around, man. Catch
I
that.
like being the fly on the wall.
I'm just trying to get situated, trying to see where I can jump in eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ready
jump
to kill
rope.
this room?
Jump ropes like double dutch. Just gotta get in there.
I'm sorry
Wish we
if this
could-
question pisses you off, Sonia, but I ask this all the time.
But I'm gonna ask anyhow.
I love that.
I'm sorry.
That's a question.
Pardon me if
That's
I
involved
am
under
going to
this.
be
But,
completely offensive right now, but
What's the order? I mean, I know they go.
I
the
get
best
pissed
go
off by
last,
that?
But,
No.
well, you know, they go last. I understand that. Best for last, but me and Roy.
It would be me, Roy, you.
Why don't
I
you
would
go
say
first?
me and then Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's you, Roy, then me.
Yep.
Because beauty before age.
hi,
Hello.
welcome.
Oh.
You have
No,
mail.
they're not going to open this until that down there gets packed. Yeah, sorry.
So call your friends.
Yeah, but sit up at the front too.
Just the two of y'all. Get more people.
They want to be so far away from the
Go
stage.
find
that
them.
You
You know,
can't
can
get to
we
them.
get in the mirrors? We've seen movies like that.
I mean,
I love this whole.
if
Yeah.
it's just 10 people, I'll be fine. I don't
You've
care.
been here before.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
have.
dude,
I've
it's
never
been
it's
there.
early. It's
But
not
yeah,
even
I-
done
Oh,
yet.
I'm not tripping. I'm just saying. Like,
Not now.
really don't care.
He just said he's not tripping.
Not right now.
If
no.
that was an appropriate answer.
Give me one of those.
Remember me. That's what I was going to say. Which is a stupid thing to say when you want to say remind
Listen,
me.
I've never been good at vaping,
Oh,
mostly
Still
because
trying
I don't know how to
So-
suck it.
my stepmom.
That's why I have so many kids.
One time we were all drunk at a party, and right in front of the kids, she's like, "Hey, we should go smoke some pot in the CAR."
That's lovely.
And I'm like, "Yeah, we should."
That's lovely.
Fucking go.
That's so fucking hilarious.
But yeah,
CR.
yeah, we should go smoke some
See?
pot in the CAR.
I'm
Just hold
You
the
press the
button.
button and
Just
then you
press
suck
it and
in.
suck it. You've been told that before.
6
Just press it
marriages?
and suck
Come on.
it. All right, come on.
Didn't.
Maybe that's why it's 6 marriages. She hadn't figured out how to press and suck.
Well, 7 should be there. I just met her dude. Yo, yeah, he's gone now.
Yeah.
To get a Red Bull, he split.
Yeah, he
yeah, I don't.
split.
That's
He got
too fucking
wings
complicated
and
for me.
left.
I don't do that shit. You know, roll a tree in a paper, set it
I
on
don't know
fire.
about
I'm
people,
cool.
though.
Like I'm old school
Does
that way.
anybody
I'm
have
not
a
down with this
paper, by
new
the way?
millennial fucking vape shit.
I don't-
You don't even know what's
so
in
much
there.
simpler.
That could be a Tide
Well, I
Pod.
might
You-
have a
you're
piece of-
stirring Tide Pods.
That's Tide Pod. That's detergent right there.
I technically fall in the gap of millennial, so I would be
Do
perfectly.
you? What's the gap?
Technically.
Tell me.
No,
I
you're
don't
definitely
believe- I don't
in the
believe in
millennial
that
gap.
I don't-
would
I don't
say.
consider
I'm
myself-
actually
But look at these
close to
curls.
a
Everybody
millennial
in
In
gap.
their
It's you.
30s, like y'all just.
At 35, I'm definitely
Maybe
in
that's
the
the gap.
I
millennial
think
gap.
Generation X is 1979.
That's funny.
No?
Your stepmom joke about do pot in the CAR
Wow.
showed
Something like that.
I thought
Your
millennial was anybody
past.
like
It's
after
such an awesome
20.
joke. I like You can't even make that up.
No,
that's
no,
that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
like,
Somebody
I love-
is
what the
messed
fuck?
up and they're spelling because there's kids. Like
That's
it's
hilarious.
not already bad that you are
Anybody
trash.
that's
Like shit hammered.
Not under
drunk
the
in front of
influence
these
the way
kids.
that I am. That just totally
And
lost
then
my
you're
train
gonna
of
try to
thought.
spell.
Anybody
Yeah.
that was born in the
fucking spell.
2000s
That's
that are
the-
now
like, the
coming of
biggest
age now is a
Okay,
millennial.
well,
Like
there
that's
you
what
go.
in
Like,
1998,
I had a
1999,
story about-
2000.
But that's what I'm
I'll tell you
saying.
that.
Like, I was under that impression too, but I'm not. I wasn't born in fucking 2000.
Are you a millennial?
No, but
You
I,
look a little too old to be a millennial. I don't mean to.
Well, you're gonna be surprised at his age. Tell her.
well,
Burn.
bullshit.
She got
How
you
old are you?
good.
remember I told you?
You're a liar.
Yeah, I told you. You said how many?
You
You
didn't
asked
tell
me.
me that. I'm gonna
Hold
go
on.
back.
It was
Hold
a
on,
hard
you said-
18 years.
I don't remember
It's
that.
been her
Dude, you
rough.
look like you're
Hold on,
35.
hold on, you
That's
said-
wrong. How
You
many
said,
children you
how
have?
long have you been doing comedy? And you said, how old are you? I said 18. You said, how long you been doing comedy? And I said 25 years, and I'm 18 years old.
I remember something like that, but you know, I smoked a lot of weed on the way here, and now I gotta verify. Cause what the hell? That's not.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, hey, there's taco trucks here. Who sent me that message?
Of course, there's taco trucks here. Why
They
There'd be a
got
taco
trucks
truck
down
here.
here.
There
on
ought to be like
17th,
17
depending
taco
on-
trucks.
We had some
Yeah.
bomb ass nachos next door. I used to
Are
live
they
here in McAllen,
Right on.
so I mean, I know y'all got
I
good
keep
tacos
asking
there.
everybody how that place's burgers and fries are, but I've never gone over.
Just
I
plain old nachos with jalapenos.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the one that told me you had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Like, well, it's not that bad of an experience, like, but my stomach, my ass started having a conversation, you know what I mean? So, and it wasn't going so well. Like, my ass started feeling my stomach, like, hey, you got some shit you gotta go done. But, you know, I was in the middle of my set, trying to hold it in.
I think he's in the middle of his set right now.
Yeah. No,
I'm still-
not, but
18, there's 19, 25.
no, man,
You already had you've been left by a woman once. You have to at least be in your 20s.
Well, I have to be at least one.
In your 20s.
Yeah, I'm 31.
I'll see there. Thank you.
See, doesn't
Yeah.
look it right.
No,
Come
Hey.
on.
right?
Oh, no.
That's me and
I
you.
was going to say,
I'm a fan.
And I.
Oh, man.
Just you and I. You're old enough to know that song, don't you?
Remember you were talking about your stepmom
Sharing
earlier?
our love
Remember
together.
how that was DMT? She
What? No.
Just
Huh?
you and I.
Remember-
They're not quite there
Just
yet. I
you
think it has
and
to be a little too hot.
Wait.
Just you and I.
Are you sharing our
That was
love
you.
with
No, I
each
just
other?
did that. Yeah,
The
that's
song?
what we were singing.
So-
Yeah.
See
Oh,
how this
okay.
just
I got
happened?
excited.
I started singing, and Sonia
Now-
started singing. So maybe this
Isn't it
DMT
Kenny
thing is right,
Rogers
you know?
and that's a great song. Da, da, da,
Just give him one of those,
da,
little
yeah,
stairs
dude, I love
neighbors.
music.
Knox.
Real quick, remember
Shut
when you
up.
talked about your stepmom and the
Yeah.
smoke some pot? Okay,
Yeah.
well, one time
That
I was
wasn't that
real,
long ago. I definitely remember that.
I was real fucked up once, and
I believe it.
my son missed school, and I was gonna write him
Have you seen
a
the
note,
girl?
Okay.
and I wrote it when I was
All you gotta
drunk.
do is just say hi.
So the next morning I read it, and it
If
said,
you don't say hi.
"Please excuse my son. He had a very, very bad cold." It said very, very bad.
Club.
Yeah,
It is haunted.
I
Bad,
just-
bad cold.
Which is
very, very bad
Very,
cold.
very bad,
yeah.
bad cold.
I rewrote
That's
it.
a hell of
I've
an
heard
excuse.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, stupid idiot. That was
And
very,
the fucked
very
up part
bad,
is they
bad
have
of
a
you.
haunted house next door.
Very, very
Good thing
Had
nobody
to
can hear me
bad.
talking.
Brilliant
Because everybody's
businessman.
talking at once.
You know, it might be arguably so, but the dude's a brilliant businessman, and he capitalized on the fact that his place is haunted. I have had the experience, seen a couple comics refuse to enter a few rooms in the building. Yeah, it's haunted there.
What building? Comedy store?
Yeah, Mesquite Street Comedy Club. That's my home club.
Oh, Mesquite Street.
yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And it is haunted.
I said comedy store.
is in LA, bro.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
thought
no.
she meant comedy store because that one's for sure haunted
Oh,
too.
yeah. I've heard
But I
stuff.
didn't
You
think
know
I
what
didn't know
makes
Mesquite
sense?
Street was
Comedy
haunted.
clubs
Really?
would be haunted.
It's
That's where
haunted.
dreams go
I
to
haven't been there in a
die.
while.
I've heard Danny Bruce likes to hang out there.
Who?
Fucking.
Felipe Esparza and I
Joe
got
Rogan
lost
talks about it a
in
lot.
the haunted
Sorry
house
about
up there
San
one
Francisco.
time.
I've only been in it once, but it's got a lot of little corridors.
We were
Comedy store?
Even a
no.
story involving
Mesquite.
Street.
Oh, okay.
We were
When he was
I haven't been. I
sitting
only,
out back. We were.
he
Sorry.
and another friend by the name of Eric
Go.
LeBeau.
No, it's
He was the one who was like his right hand man, fixed everything.
Is
And
there still
with
that,
it.
from what I
still that door
remember,
that
they
goes
were
straight
both,
from the
like,
club
homeless
into
at the time, 'cause
the
he
haunted
just
house?
moved
Uh-huh.
first and hit LA.
Yeah.
He was trying to, like,
They sent me to get Felipe.
He was working the door as a doorman.
I had just gotten high with Felipe, so
Mitzi Shore was kind enough to
we were really
leave the door
high.
open so he can come and sleep on the main stage.
And so I go,
Main stage.
I find Felipe, no problem. Then I
Said that
lose
he
him
saw some
in the
kind of
haunted
someone
house.
Hovering like 5 feet in the air.
Completely lose him.
And then
And
did, like,
he just decided to sit
180,
down.
And then he fell down.
Just like, yeah, just kind of
But
sat
that's
down.
not the only experience. I've had.
And I'm looking for him for about half an hour.
Wow.
I was a little concerned.
It's been around.
And finally, I'm like, "Hey, Felipe." He's like, "Yeah,
It has,
fool."
it has.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't, you know.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
I had never heard that.
He was
story,
like,
but,
I was
Joe Rogan
lost.
talks a lot about the Lenny Bruce
So
like
I
that,
just
you know?
sat down.
Like that he'll like
Figured
sometimes
somebody
they'll
would find me. I was
literally
like,
just, roam
okay,
the
cool.
different rooms, and they,
Well, we gotta
people
go.
that say-
You
that
gotta get
say
on
that-
But it makes sense to me. Think about it. If you died, wouldn't you want to go to a place
the
either
place
where
Fine.
you
So what
love?
were you gonna say?
I've never
Nothing.
met a comic that
Nothing.
wasn't passionate about
Conversation. This is going to be a very
an
interesting
art form.
podcast. You might delete it, right?
Well, then there was also that
Oh, I'm
other story
probably
where
gonna
the
have
guy
to
who
delete
jumped
fun with
from
the audio
building
editing.
that was right in front of the
Oh,
comedy
you
store
can,
in the
like,
80s.
Take it apart?
It
Is
was
that
around the time when they were still like there was a big.
I'm a technician, not a
like
wizard.
That's what I thought.
They
Sorry.
wanted the comedy store to start
That's
paying
what I
comedians,
thought.
and this is at the time when they weren't doing
And what's
that.
on Showtime?
Yeah.
So this
9:30.
guy
Yeah,
had
I gotta
been
go.
fighting it for
9:01.
forever, and I think he just they told him
NHC
they
is
didn't want him
very long,
going
this
there anymore,
conversation.
something like that. So
I don't know what to do with
he
it.
climbed to this top story
strange
of
one.
It's a lot
whatever
of
the building was
conversation.
right across from him, and he jumped and he hit a.
But I definitely would like to smoke some.
We are
cigarettes,
not
smoke some
balanced
more.
people.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if you like.
You know.
I think as a comic, you have to accept that
Whatever.
we are
We should have
misfits.
included all of you on this. This actually just got good. Lenny Bruce likes to hang
Yeah,
out
fuck
at
the
the
conversation.
comedy store.
And
oh,
Well,
He's dead.
well, he's
Yeah.
dead.
okay,
But we're talking about how what if you died and your heaven, what would it be? I've never met one of us that wasn't passionate about what we do, whether we're funny or we're not.
Yeah.
We're
my
kind
heaven
of
would be
in
on
this.
stage because that's the only
Yeah.
time I like.
Yeah, like that, and that's what
Honestly,
that's what we're talking about. And what we're trying to say is, I think that's why a lot of people say that at the comedy store, there's a lot of comics that they say that it's haunted, and that's why they find people like you were saying, Sam Kinison. Joe Rogan tells a story about Lenny Bruce like roaming the rooms, and that everybody that's seen him, they always see him like right next to the stage, and he's just like watching the comic.
and that's cool if that's the case. If they're making it up, whatever, that's fine too. Whatever gets them through the day. I think if there's such a thing as being a ghost, I definitely see that happening.
Do you believe that?
Do you believe in life after love, after love, after love, after love?
Or a heroin overdose.
I can feel so. Yeah.
I've
Do what now?
always thought that.
Do you believe in that? Like that is going on? Like
I don't have any
Like
idea.
a ghost.
Like
no,
I,
like that
Oh,
shit
no,
going
I
on.
totally
I believe
I
that
totally believe it.
spirits are around for sure. Like I have definitely in my lifetime encountered spirits that would be.
Well, let me ask y'all a question, because I've had a few weird incidents from time to time, but what I start to wonder about, is it a solid thing? Like if anybody walked into that room, would it set it off? Or does it necessarily have to
or
be...
is it unique just to you and what you need to see at the time, or what's presenting itself to you?
Right,
I've always thought like
Bit of a
spirits.
vibration.
I've always thought spirits were like a repetition of what happened in the past. So it's more like a VHS tape that's kind of constantly rewinding
It's always
its own segment. Yeah.
Just
Like when it comes to comedy, well, comedians do their sets like, especially in LA.
we
in the bigger
die
cities.
doing them.
No,
Yeah.
not only that, but you have more opportunity to actually practice whatever it is you're doing for like 10 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time. But there's repetition, so you can find like 10 spots a day to go and do your set. So the more I feel like you wind up doing it, the more you resonate somewhere. And that's what we perceive as spirits and ghosts and stuff like the
okay.
Civil War.
Real quick,
I-
Roy and I
It's
were
a
on a
great
tour in a cemetery once, right? A
We
ghost
did,
tour.
yeah. I have
It
a
was,
little bit about that
it
also.
was interesting.
I would think that you would go back to
That
like,
was
either
it.
your
She's like,
place of
"That's it."
your greatest
And I'm done.
joy, or
And-
if it's a tragedy, you're trying to fix that tragedy.
that's what I was trying to point out that Danielle was saying, like that she's saying that you would go back to the place that makes you happy, and that's why I was saying I think that's why Rogan says that Lenny Bruce is maybe always at the comedy store.
And to be
You
fair,
know, if you're
Rogan
like a
also
benign
says he's never
spirit.
seen it.
The what?
Rogan also says he's never seen
Yeah,
it.
Rogan says that he's never seen it, but like he says that numerous people, like numerous comics that have been around for a long time, say that they've seen it. Pauly Shore is one that does talk about it. That he says that he has experienced it.
Jeff, let me throw this question to you, man. Because I've
Who's
considered
Jeff?
this... Ooh, Max. Sorry. I'll edit that out.
Who's Jeff?
There's no Jeff here. There's no Jeff here.
It's an important question in life.
It's just a white
Okay.
thing that he did. That's all.
You just
Max.
assumed who I was, huh?
He did, and I apologize.
that
That was his
often in
government
life.
name.
Huh?
That was his government name. Now that he's joined
Mea
the
culpa.
nation.
Sorry.
Mea culpa.
Sorry,
you know what?
It's new.
I'm-
I'll give you
Since-
that.
Since Max here has been very open about it, but I'll throw it to the table because I know at least a few of us had experiences. I know from time to time, after a few very strong mushroom experiences, that occasionally I can stare at a pattern and make it wiggle. I can basically.
You talking about asses? Like a
Affect-
girl's ass?
No,
Just
no, no.
kidding. Yeah, I know. I was kidding. I was trying to be a jokester because I got.
Why do you do
Yeah,
that?
I
I
gotta
did
go.
know a
We're
stripper
on a
named Pattern one
serious-
time.
We're on a
Um,
serious note here.
You're right.
Do you think maybe
Yes.
that those of us that have experienced the higher psychedelics, maybe we see things from time to time and should
It's
discount
supposed
them?
to stay.
Are
in
you
your
asking
brain
if I have or if we have encountered flashbacks?
Have you seen things and then gone, that's just my head doing
I've
that?
definitely had flashbacks.
I just took shrooms for the first time.
I've had moments where I kind of just.
Don't spoil the podcast.
How do you feel?
I was like,
no,
who's that guy? I
not
forgot
today,
Danielle's question.
but
You know.
it was a couple of days ago for my other podcast.
Did you get for the podcast?
Yeah,
like
we
you were
did.
going to do shrooms
We did
for the podcast?
4 hours and we checked in every 20 minutes to see
See,
where
so like
we
he
were.
planned his experience.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, you know.
He's like, fuck,
Fuck
that, I
that.
don't do that.
Because you never know what's going to happen.
It was hard to find the shrooms, so we had to do some planning. And then we were also working the next day, so it's like we only had this window of
I
opportunity.
think if
to
you're
do
going
them,
to, have an illicit experience and you want to put yourself in a safe
I
space.
definitely
Oh, we
do
did.
plan
You
that.
see?
Yeah, we had somebody watching us.
Have clean chonas nearby in case something happens. I mean, you got to think of all contingency plans.
I do plan that. If
You
that's the
have clean
case,
chonis?
like if I'm gonna, no, not chonies. I don't wear them.
Babysitter.
No, I do, but they just I wear the same pair for like a week. You know, we got to go through a
Max
week.
Richards is commando.
Yeah, I'm commando. No, what I was gonna say though, I plan because I can't work the next day, no matter
Oh, you see?
what
Yeah.
hallucinogen I do. Except for DMT, you could work the next day off of DMT because
About
it's like
15 minutes.
15, 20. The full effects for me last like 45 minutes.
And then it's completely gone? Like
Completely gone, except for your thoughts of holy crap, what just happened.
That stays with
Have
him.
you done salvia?
Yeah,
Okay, similar in the. I mean, I know salvia has a bit of a sticky feeling. afterwards.
salvia kind of makes you feel like styrofoam, if that makes any sense to you.
Okay.
Like the best way to explain DMT, and it's not really a good explanation, but it's just about as crazy as you can think. Like say the toaster is yelling at the carpet about the pizza in the oven, and then there's a stop sign making friends with a fire hydrant, and that's kind of like trying to explain a DMT trip.
I'm
Like,
just hearing Tom Waits
like
lyrics right
just
now. The piano
such
has been
weird
drinking.
things going on in there. Like,
Okay. One more question out to the table because I find this one to be an interesting one. Have any of you seen the video of the British comedian dropping dead on stage mid-act and the entire crowd thought it was a bit?
No.
no, I haven't, but
Whoa.
that sounds awesome.
I was going to say. Anybody else? Because I'll
That's
take
the
it.
way I want to go. You
Wait,
can.
Have
he
you?
died in a swimming?
All right, first
no,
of all,
he was on stage. So
Oh,
British
first of
comedian.
all-
He's on stage, tuxedo. It's in front of. I think the Queen was in the crowd.
What?
Yeah. There's a video from like the 70s, I believe.
Are you talking
Who
Tiny
died?
Tim?
That
Nobody's
sounds
listening,
very
you see?
familiar.
He used to play like a ukulele or
No,
something.
no. This guy
Who
was
fucking
a
died?
stand-up comedian. There is a video. He's playing at, I forget what the theater's called, but it's the royal family's there. It's a big event, and
such a
halfway
big fan
through
of
his set, he drops dead,
I hope
and
he
the
has
entire
a stroke.
crowd.
Some of your
Yes.
And people think that it's a part of the bit. So when he he goes to his knees first, and they think that it's
Yeah.
they're supposed to be funny time.
It took him about a minute to get on stage, I believe.
And there's like very shallow breathing,
I can
and he just
finally tell
like
my mom.
sinks low into his chest, and then he kind of they close
Just
the
the
curtains,
people
and
of
the
this podcast.
commercial comes up because it was broadcasted live, wasn't it? Or something
Right,
like that? Yeah. I saw
So
that.
you've
one.
seen it.
Yeah, it's on
It's
YouTube.
on-
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
gosh.
hell,
But
you can
then he
watch
came-
Bud
he came
Dwyer
back.
on YouTube.
Let's
Well,
do
see,
this.
I think that's the ultimate way to go.
Dwyer?
No.
Okay. Jesus.
I'm sorry, I got off in another conversation. I was talking about the guy
Entirely
dropping
too
dead
much
on
of my own
stage.
blood coming
No,
out.
dropping dead on the stage, like, you don't have to self-inflict that wound. That's, like, the first cool thing about it. Because, like, that's one of the main reasons I'm still alive today, is I don't want to fucking inflict a wound. That's it. I don't jump fences that are fucking this high. I go around to the goddamn gate, alright? I don't want to fucking, like, seriously, somebody says there's a dangerous animal over there, I go that way.
Well, to quote the Buddhists, life is suffering, so why inflict more?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, I just know it's my turn to go ahead and get my foot caught on that little tiny fence that I should easily be able to step over and smash face first and knock out all my fucking teeth or something, you know. So I go down.
I've
Only
kissed the
checking into this
sidewalk entirely
conversation.
too many times, but on alcohol. I don't need to do it on an accident.
Yeah. Accidentally.
I think that's a beautiful
purpose.
place to end it.
Perfect. I love you guys.
I'd like
Love
y'all
you.
to give out your contact information or not.
Yeah.
Y'all would like
Or
to give
the-
your contact information, your social media?
Or you
some
can
shit?
disavow this podcast altogether, and I'll
My
try to do
name
the
is
blurry
Max
boxes.
Richards. You can find me at Max Richards something or other on Yahoo, or you can find me on the Stupid Book of Face. I'm on there too.
I am Danielle Torres. You can find me on Instagram at Cabrona Comedy. And
I was looking for you on Instagram. I didn't find you.
Cabrona Comedy, spelled with a B, not a V.
Oh.
Depends on what kind of Tex-Mex you are.
I
Facebook,
use the
Danielle
B.
Torres. Plenty of Fish. Fat Girl Loves Tacos.
Plenty of fish.
Her boyfriend's right over there.
That's how he met me. You're not going to be surprised.
Wow,
That's how he met
I
me.
like that. Open relationship.
Fuck yeah. No. My name, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
fuck
just
yeah.
a turn. But yeah, that's where you can find me. And at Mesquite Street Comedy Club every single Thursday.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's tomorrow, folks.
Yes. Thank you.
Sonia Trevino, you already know. Y'all haven't added me yet, so I don't expect you to do it now, fuckers. Hot Tomato Toddy, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Things are about to change, bitches. Watch out.
Oh,
That's me throwing the mic. I really do gotta go, though.
Roy, let him know.
you can find me on Twitter at KingLeonidas12. That's KingLeonidus12, and on Facebook and Instagram at Roy A. Gomez Comedy. And can I plug my other podcast? too? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm a part of another podcast that we try and release every week. It's called the Not Suitable for Listeners podcast, along with the comedian Joseph Soto and Humberto Moreno.
And you can find me on everywhere, social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Freddy G. Or you can find me in person at the Disability Office. You have a good night.
Thank y'all for doing this.
Oh, thanks, dude, for having me. Sorry for being late.
Anytime.
Sorry for being late.
Where did he go?
Well, folks, that was the what? I'm beautiful. I will see y'all downstairs in a little bit. That was episode 17 of the Comics Table. I hope y'all have a beautiful night. We're gonna have some fun right now. A live comedy show. Have some laughs. Have some more drinks, probably. If y'all enjoyed that episode, you can always find more episodes, past and future episodes, at shoutengine.com/mad laughter, as well as on YouTube under my name, Sean Hatfield. I am Sean Hatfield. This has been Mad Laughter. You can find me on at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com. You can contact me, let me know what you felt about all this and what you'd like to see in the future, or we can just chat. I don't give a shit. You can find me on Facebook at Hatfield Stand Up, as well as on Twitter, and I'm probably on something else, but not important right now. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you enjoy life, basically, in general. Y'all have a good night. Oh, By the way, we've been recording at the historic Cine El Rey Theater. If y'all ever want to come out on a Wednesday night, we have live stand-up comedy all the time. I'll probably be here recording another episode with another lineup of comedians. Y'all come out, enjoy yourself. Shooter's your bartender. Tip him. Peace.